Please join us. We always enjoy more people to shoot at, especially on the first FNF of the new year, first night of FNF on the new year, and you don't have to worry about being the first death, because it's already happened. So see, there's no bragging rights to lose here.
Unless you get killed with a bunch of people in your chopper.
The server got the first kill.
Arma 4, I mean,
First heli crash.
that's a long story. That is a long story. I'll tell it after round 3, though, when I do more mission development.
The first heli crash.
Oh, there you go. All right, what is our brief, Mountain?
Okay, my name is Mountain, and it's attack defend, OPFOR, INFOR. INFOR, you have more stingers than just the couple that you standardly get. Any questions?
Ooh.
From company leaders.
But I might only for
Are these
destroy mission.
caches?
By the way, I might have already said this, but there is a surprise for NA round 3 if you stick around.
Yes, they're caches.
Well, like, I didn't know if they were hidden caches or not, but okay.
It's, as always, there is a marker around them.
I think OPFOR wanted to know if it was sequential.
It is not sequential.
How's my cat girl? She's fine, Soviet.
Alrighty, well.
We don't have to talk about her. Not right now. After FNF, maybe.
FNF start.
Right now, just to fill in what Anderson was going to say. All right, PJ.
So we have an
F1.
interesting one for round 2, I think.
Yes, we do. It is air assault Russian style.
On Takistan, specifically on
Hey, Slash.
Bad, with 2 Hinds and an MI8 with
3 cash.
I hate seeing the empty pylons, I'll be honest.
I know, it makes you sad, right?
It's all, the potential is wasted. All the boom booms, all the DACA, just none of it. Just do the normal one.
I don't know.
I'd love to see like MI8s with Fab 250s or something blow themselves up in FNF.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
So the MI8 does have 2 door guns, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. The aircraft are nullified because of the Stingers. Like if they were like 50 cals, I don't really. I don't like the Stingers here, because the Stinger, like, those helicopters are meant to be close support weapons. So if there's no ability to do close support because there's the risk of Stingers, and it was just said that they have more Stingers than the one, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, and he said that even that there were extra Stinger missiles because reasons. So yeah, I think the helicopters are gonna be.
Yeah, their Gulf has the box right now, but
and
I don't know.
Helicopters are numbered 69 as well. Nice.
We have an up-armored technical for GREENFOR here. And the 4 DshKs lined up. And otherwise, let's look at the weaponry here. So GREENFOR has, I can't really tell because of the shadows, or it's my eyesight going, one of the two. They do have AK, yeah. So basically, Chernarus Defense Force. And OPFOR. What is OPFOR on here? 545.
Yep.
Alright. I mean, BTRs are going to obviously come down Main Street because there's no other way for them to really come into this AO based off of the map borders. I could easily see GREENFOR coming in and setting up an ambush in Falar to take out those 2 BTRs. Because putting them on the hills is a death sentence, but GREENFOR could put a sentry up north of the mine area and completely cover OPFOR coming in. And they could also put up another group to the right of Falar to cover that. The only risk here is OPFOR deploying units via the aircraft to the southern sides of the AO, but honestly, if they put the Stinger up by, you know, the ridge to the south of Farizabad, they will be able to pretty much cover everything, as long as they do proper 360 to nullify OPFOR deploying anything. The only way they'd be able to get something in via air is deploying it way west, but I don't see it. I think GREENFOR just has the tactical advantage here. There's not really any question about that because of the assets they have and the AOs themselves. Now, if I was GREENFOR on top of that, I would probably hold the capital at Farizabad and probably... You know, actually, let's...
I don't. This town over on the east, it's separated by a small mountain range, and as far as the terrain itself isn't that bad to defend from. You got lots of verticality to play with, but separating yourself from in such a distance where like the closest or the fastest mode of transport is a gas truck.
No, I actually do agree with you at that. Sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
You agree with me?
Yeah, no. Covering the mine and Farizabad.
Starting off so well.
If you oh my God, shut up. The 4 DshKs, they can be put at overwatch positions all around the mine and Farizabad at the high points to shoot at the helicopters, or at least shoot at any trucks coming up. The Stinger can be put to the southern side of Farizabad, so it can cover all 3 AOs properly, and any bat caps from the Mi-24 or Mi-8 deploying forces on the rear. And then all GREENFOR needs is a squad in the mine, a squad in Farizabad, and then honestly 50% of their force committed to far overwatch on the highest mountaintops they can get all around to actually have some good 360. And then once they find where OPFOR is coming in on, they can just send units down and set up ambushes, and OPFOR just really has a tough time here. The one saving grace that OPFOR has is, interesting enough, the BTR-80s, because GREENFOR doesn't have any dedicated mat weapon. Their AT is literally just going to be in the form of the RPG-26s. Now, that technical, though, can be a serious issue. Because of its mobility and the 50 cal in it, it could easily get behind the BTRs and mow them down. That's why I would honestly commit it to holding the MSR coming from Falar, and then it can get behind the BTRs and mow them the fuck down. But I wouldn't put that up on the hills because it's an easy target, and if it dries, it's going to make a smoke trail behind it and be easy to track. So just keep it low, have some guys go up one of the ridges, and just, radio in when the BTRs are coming by. Let the BTRs pass. If you can find a good hiding spot for that Vic, and there honestly are a few good hiding spots in some tree lines and whatnot, get behind the BTRs, mow them down, and you nullify OPFOR's biggest advantage. And from there, I think GREENFOR can easily hold this. But I was kind of curious in the beginning of the round why there was a number advantage to OPFOR. Because they're not going to have... a lot of their units are going to be dedicated to flying the helicopters and mounting the BTRs. So, let's see, that's like a pilot and co-pilot per Vic. So that's, 6? And then 2 to 3 guys in each BTR. So let's take the higher end of that. So that is 12. And then we have about 120 people on the server. Actually, no, it's about 110 right now, because it was like 113 plus the R2 spectator slots.
I think it was 56 to 57. That was the split.
Let's say 56 to 56, just to be nice. So what's 56 minus 12? That is 44. So it is a technically 44 v 56 fight on the infantry side, with the exception of the technical. The technical will draw away at least 2 people, but I don't know. I feel like OPFOR needed something else. But I honestly don't know what. That or GREENFOR didn't need the Stinger. I think that's it. GREENFOR did not need the Stinger. They could have fought this off with the DshKs and the technical.
I think so too, because how we've seen the RHS flight models as coming up against the heavy machine guns in general. You hit those rotors, either the main rotor or the tail rotor, not a lot of times they'll go down and the helicopters
right on Blackburn
either auto-rotate out of there or they'll just crash. So I think maybe a couple more HMGs, maybe another technical or 2.
No, I think 4 DshKs and the technical is perfect for 3 helicopters and 2 BTRs, because the technical counters the BTRs and the DshKs counter the gunships. Because they have to stabilize the Mi-24s for it to be accurate, because otherwise that chin gun is really difficult to use otherwise. So they just, do wild runs, and then GREENFOR would wild run, or just spray back wildly on those wild weasel runs. But that Stinger, especially since they have more ammo for it, it's...
It nullifies the helicopters entirely, I agree.
Yep. I don't know. Like we don't see these types of rounds too often, but I would put money down that GREENFOR is going to win this.
Yeah.
It's not one Stinger though. They said the Stinger has additional ammo.
For GREENFOR's setup is that they are going to be garrisoning this easternmost cache, and it looks like they're abandoning Firuzabad itself, opting to garrison in the mine area and the mountain range surrounding it. The fact that they're spreading out so much is pretty nice.
See, I could understand them doing an all eggs in one basket approach on the mountain because it's on a high area. You can put guys on the mountain sides and completely cover any way for the BTRs to get out. But they are sending groups over to cover the other AO far. So I don't get it. Again, one of the things I really don't get the strategy going on. So
yeah, and like what I would have done personally is hold Firuzabad in the mines and then also have a little bit of a force where the road splits off on the east, just inside the safe start area, where it goes southwards at easternmost cache. There's this little village up here, prime real estate with a bunch of 3 stories and 2-story buildings. Prime real estate for setting up a bit of a blocking force to dissuade any push this way. But we do have, on that same eastern side, we have the 50 Technical and the Stinger team ready to push out, and
I don't know why the Stinger is going to push out. I understand the technical, but the Stinger pushing out is a very dumb idea because that's going to open up the rear flank for OPFOR to deploy troops. And you got to keep the Stinger on defense. Sorry, go ahead.
I think what they're doing with the
Conundrum, thanks for the 6-1 resub.
Trying to push up to get an early strike on it. If, like you said...
How do you get an early strike on helicopters that are just going to fly on the northern side of the AO? And Sorry, I'm just...
No. I understand what you mean, but like if they go to Falar, they go up in the mountain ranges and get up in those mountains, Taliban style, especially using the mobility of a technical, they can, deploy, shoot, and scoot.
No, okay, I'm going to tell you right now what OPFOR is going to do. They're going to take those helicopters, because they do have a group mounted up in the MI8 already. They're going to deploy southwest of Firuzabad, right on the border in that valley, and move them in. Or they're going to deploy in the little SSR, tying into the MSR, to the left of that mountain peak at 2429. I would put $5 down on that, because anywhere else is too risky. They could also try the hill on 2502, banking on the fact that GREENFOR won't push out that far, but that's even riskier. I really don't understand why the Stinger is going aggressive here, because when has a helicopter directly flown from the AO to the objectives? Never. They always go on the edge of the AOs.
I'm saying that's what I think their mentality is. They're trying to go for a mobile, aggressive play with a 50 cal on the Stinger.
God, NA's just pissing me off tonight.
Catch them off guard. But yeah, I absolutely think that they're going to go like we've seen in most FNF fights. With a helicopter, the helicopter's going to either go far west outside the play zone or far east outside the play zone, come around the back end, drop troops off, use the mountain range to their advantage. I just made an op for in this whole area revolving around AA in these mountains. So yeah, you'd want to use almost fold a gap scenario, use the terrain to your advantage as best you can to break any kind of lock from a Stinger missile.
So someone in my chat bringing up that you can, on the back pocket, the guy with the Stinger could use his AA from that back seat where he's turned out. Why are they going in that direction? Like, I could understand if they wanted to be mobile with the AA piece. I actually would agree that that's a good idea. Like, if they were on the southern part of Firuzabad on this high ground to, overwatch and defend against a back cap. Or if they heard the choppers going in a direction that they want to pursue with an off-road, and they have the AA guy turned out in the back facing forward to shoot down a helicopter while the vehicle's driving, but pushing it up the center of the AO, up where Falar is not the play to do, because again, no one in FNF has ever flown a helicopter down the middle of the AO. It's way too risky, especially with the Stinger in play. You're going to see those helicopters literally immediately bank to the left or right of the AO, go out of bounds, and give a super wide berth because they know that there's a Stinger. So committing the Stinger into the middle of the AO first off, and then second off, like, as an offensive weapon against an asset that can literally fly out of bounds is dumb. I'm going to say is dumb.
No, I absolutely agree with you again. It's a flawed strategy, but we might see something work if, say, it cuts in the. I'm gonna assume. So I'm not even gonna say from their shoes, but it might cut just southwest instead of just going north out of bounds and staying out of bounds for as much of the trip as possible.
That's a
If
good
they were
point,
to
Yash.
cut
I'm gonna
southwest or
quickly
cut
look around.
southeast and say if they're going southwest, go to Nagara, or if they're going southeast, go to Emirat. Kind of cut the corners a bit. That would leave them exposed to that kind of play. I don't see that entirely happening. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what they do. If they go up into the mountains very, very quickly and get those eyes onto and get a good, or try and get a good lock at least, because those Huns should have active radar, don't they?
There's only one launcher. No. Depending on the model, it won't have active radar, or it'll be a really shitty one. I'm quickly looking around. I believe in the brief they only said the Stinger got additional missiles, but not additional launchers. There's only one. So if they had two, then I could understand one being offensive and one being defensive. But they don't. They only have one. So again,
With extra missiles.
committing it aggressively, I'm just going to shut up about it.
No,
I've said my piece. I hope I don't piss anyone off watching this VOD back on the YouTube channel, but it's a dumb call.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Twig King. I'm sorry.
See what happens as the mission starts.
Alright, let's see. Where are the helicopters going? Look at that. They're going to go north, out of bounds, and then do a wide fucking berth around the AO. Whoa, who would have guessed? Isn't that amazing?
It's still like slowly spooling up for me because
because of that's a glitch with most helicopters. If you're not there to watch the render of the tail rotor spin up, then whenever you actually go and see it, even if it's flying, it'll start the rotors up for you. Because haha, Arma funny game.
And yeah, they're already out of bounds north. Looks like they're heading east. So, and to their credit, the Stinger teams are heading that way. The two tacticals, I should say.
So what this means is they are going to deploy on the far eastern side, right on the MSR, and run the infantry up the road, get some guys on the Overwatch Hill, and they're going to start with the bottom right cache first, which is another decent call there. It's a little more open, though, but I can also understand it because they don't want to risk getting caught in the valley, but even then, that's a bit of a tough call in my opinion. Like, either strategy would work.
Abandoning Firuzabad, like that, I mean, almost having like setting themselves up for this similar thing that's going on now.
They're worried that it'll turn into a kill zone, I think. Range of Stinger is a click and a half. That would be my guess, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, if either the north objective or the south objective were to fall back and react to that, then yeah, they could set up a kill zone themselves onto Firuzabad. I could see that. The 50 technical has set up on the mountain range at 2326.
You got to remember though, they're limited. Their render distance is also limited.
Yes, it is
So,
a lot shorter than ours.
Yeah, like. Yeah, helicopters, super wide fucking berth. I do like this position, though, for the technical. But they're not even in a position to overwatch the road. What are they doing? They're committing the technical to AA duty as well. Hold up. Whoa.
No.
Let me eat my fucking words here. Buckets is going to run over and watch the road. But from this position, there's no good way for the technical to come down because it's going to make a dirt trail. And OPFOR is probably going to be pulling proper 360 here.
Maybe. Does the BTR have infantry on top of it? Like standard Russian doctrine? No. So visibility is definitely going to be limited on it. Its awareness, I should say, is a better way to put it. But yeah, I think that they're going to spot it and it's going to be way too late by the time they move to a change. But it looks like he has spotted movement. Yep, he absolutely
Yeah, they're
has.
so far I can't even see the items rendered here. OPFOR with those helicopters are so far away, I'm not even getting unit pop-ups. Like,
Oh, Jesus, yeah, they're solid.
Yeah.
5 clicks out of bounds east.
they're close to the actual edge of the map.
They absolutely can do that with their helicopters. They just can't. They just can't land. If they set down, then they'll die in 10 seconds. But once that gets called out, then I imagine that they'll be very quick to react, especially with those technicals. And yeah, the 50 cal technical, it has repositioned, but if it opens up here, it's signing their own death warrant. But I don't think it is.
GREENFOR has a good defense line, especially if OPFOR were to turn and go into Falar first, but yeah, to do a wide flank, but instead OPFOR is just going to go right down Main Street because they know that this AO is pretty limited. And OPFOR are about to get the helicopters in right on that edge on the map board. You got one of the MI-24 slowing down. MI-8 going to go in first to deploy units, flaring off as well as the 24's Overwatch. So that was the other route.
Shots coming down on the BTRs as they dismount. They dismounted right in sight of Bravo 1.
Of the DshK. OPFOR returning fire. Now would be a good time for that technical to come in and harass them on the rear, which I believe Charlie 1 is already doing. They're trying to get onto... Well, okay. That's going to be tough for them to do. They don't have a scope on that Vic. But I think they're just trying to find an angle where the 50 cal can just, I guess, try to hit the BTRs from range so they can be better secured.
And
I got that 50 cal coming in. Firing right into that large group of OPFOR, but it is slightly high. They've got a guy turned out to watch the fire here. You got immediately Kevin is returning fire with his machine gun. And GREENFOR is going to mount up in that Vic, and no, GREENFOR actually lost a man to that machine gun barrage. Wow. Amazing.
He was the initial spotter. He got murked.
OPFOR now firing back at GREENFOR with their coaxes.
The Stinger team is still way up north. The helicopter teams have dropped off their guys on the south side, and they're pulling around now. Also going to try and start doing some orbital patrolling and just harassment. But yeah, like you said, the Stinger team, they
Gunners down right here.
bought into the feint a bit.
OPFOR has remounted those BTRs, and they are pushing in even closer to Firuzabad, and they're going to bypass all of these GREENFOR defense lines.
This is what I was afraid of.
I'm confused.
Of the steepness of these mountains. Not just how tall they are, but how steep they are.
What the hell is Gorski
It
doing?
really limits the effectiveness of a position up on these mountains. I'm seeing multiple HMGs up on top of here. I'm going to assume the other two on the other side of the mine, but that's not going to allow GREENFOR to surround the OPFOR force more. It's going to allow Redford to drive a wedge between the two GREENFOR groups and allow them to divide and conquer in a weird, twisted way.
Redford, I believe, is going to dismount right before they enter Firuzabad. That would be the smart thing to do, but no, they're going to thunder run right in. That is incredibly risky.
Yeah. Well, they have infantry on top, so they have a bunch of eyes, and they're not seeing anything, so they're moving in. Command for GREENFOR is on that hill to the southeast. I've seen them pull in, so I'm assuming he's going to call...
Matt team...
Explosive charge goes off in the mine. Two of them destroying the barracks building, and they are lucky that did not destroy the guardhouse as well. And it also blew up a truck.
Matt team just fired off a stinger on the MI-8. MI-8 is on fire and pulling back to base. And it's dead.
Did they add freestyle crashes as well?
I believe so, because of that fire script. I don't know. Okay, the MI-24s are flanking around to the south. If that MIA was just heading back to base, though, or being bait.
Redford X-Ray is still harassing that 50 cal technical, and they may see that Stinger team as well. I'm not sure. Redford has dismounted in Firuzabad itself, and they have breached into the barracks building, and they do have eyes on the cache. So that should be going any minute now, as Command is lobbing GP-25s into Redford infantry, and actually landing really fucking close.
Good shots.
I know, right? I don't think that was effective because just how where it landed specifically, but an inch or two in a different direction, that would have landed a bunch of shrapnel.
If GREENFOR can properly reposition their force right now, they can force this OPFOR group to be in a kill zone. The issue, though, is in doing that, they're going to probably pull defensive units away from the southern cache to the southeast, and that OPFOR pincer is going to come in and overpower that AO. So the real fight is going to end up being in the mine. But with OPFOR having those two BTRs, it's going to make this AO really difficult.
Lusad has a 4-man deep technical running towards the airfield on the northern side of town, or northern side of the AO.
Okay.
I don't know what they're expecting to find there.
I think they're doing a run in case OPFOR didn't take helicopters. Because they've only successfully spotted the Mi-8. They didn't spot the Mi-24, so I think that's 4 people being sent to potentially commandeer two Mi-24s.
That is a fair assumption.
I would bet. At least just a check, you know, but there is an Mi-24 visible if GREENFOR is looking southeast right now. There is a defensive line looking in that vector. They should see it in their peripheral vision.
I still
yeah,
don't know
DshK is able to see it.
Barracks building at the mine, though. They blew up 2 trucks as well. I don't know why they did that.
I haven't really understood what's been going on in either of the rounds for NA. EU was great. EU was predictable. EU was fun. NA make my brain do the hurdy.
That's why we drink. And to add to that,
there goes the cache in Firouzabad.
South of the cache, Bravo Red 4 is pushing up in a gas.
Someone just got picked off.
Mountain goating. Actually, I think it's just the there's 2 guys in the fucking cabin.
Fucking, hold up real quick. DshK for GREENFOR just picked off the marksman for X-Ray in OPFOR. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh. There goes the Mi-24 doing a gun run. But yeah, Bravo and Bravo 1 leads took a gas up the southeast mountain. And now they're face-to-face with Foxtrot 1, which has a PKM. Actually, PKP.
Oh, so you just had Bravo 1. V. Reznov trying to get a kill. They actually just picked somebody off. But hey, you know what would be really useful right now in the AO for GREENFOR?
A technical with a 50 cal?
I was thinking the Stinger, actually, because the Mi-24s are now doing gun runs unrestricted. But yeah, no, a technical could be nice, too. Yeah. I mean, granted, they are trying to pull that technical back. Hold up. Oh, wait. The Mi-24, by sheer dumb luck, is about to fly over the MAT group, which is just going to make them stop and dismount and try to shoot it down if they even notice. Which they don't. But the Mi-24s might notice that vehicle right there, so it might stop and try to do a gun run on it. Off-roads definitely notice, and now you have the MAT gunner trying to get out. Because that Mi-24 is at a high angle, nope, he's going to mount back up.
Yep. And he's slow walking because he's trying to mountain climb. Oh, Lord. I don't know what to say at this point.
It's okay. The Stinger is going to reposition right now. It's going to be able to shoot down both of these 24s. That's going to nullify OPFOR's advantage here. But in that time... God, that's such a sexy sound. We already have the pincer maneuver dividing here. 2 BTRs loaded to bear, coming up to engage the mine defense force, and the other pincer maneuver is moving to the other AO. And OPFOR is in such a great position to completely nullify GREENFOR's hard work. Also, look at Alpha 2's bunker for GREENFOR. They made a freaking prone bunker. I love it.
A prone bunker? Oh yeah. My Lord.
Look at the inside of that. Like...
It's being suppressed like hell by the BTRs, so I don't know how effective they're going to be. But yeah, they really weren't. Apart from that, I don't think they were.
Ooh! Stinger hitting Hotel 2's Mi-24 the Mi-24 was trying to spray down on that Vic. They're also using the 50 cal to try to give some pot shots here. It looks like it was a weak hit, though. The engine is still up. It's just the tail rotor that's down. Another rocket goes in.
I think hit the tail rotor as well, but no flames, so it's going to be able to... Main rotor losing, looked like it was losing power for a second.
Nope, that's the Doppler effect. That Mi-24 is still strong because subsequent hits on the tail rotor and Arma 3.
The main rotor looks, to me at least, it looks like it's fallen down, but no, I think it's doing all right.
They got to be careful there. Yep.
It's gonna be a little auto rotate.
Pilot's got to be careful. Oh, the engine just died. No, they ran out of fuel.
That makes sense. They need to pull up and kill their airspeed, but no, they now that I say that. Oh. Little softer. No,
Like a glove.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Excuse me?
Like a glove. I don't know who's going to pick them up. I guess the other Mi-24 if it doesn't get shot down, but...
Yeah, all right. Props to them. They did the good.
All right, GREENFOR and OPFOR in long-range engagements to the southeast as a third of the force is pushing up on their own, I guess, to open up an angle for the other forces to come up the MSR, I guess.
GREENFOR is heading towards it, and I think it actually was able to skirt around the MAT team well enough. Stingers was looking in that direction, but I don't think it could get a lock before it went out of render distance. Meanwhile...
or range. But yeah, no, they're going to go over and pick up the other group and potentially redeploy. Meanwhile, both BTRs...
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, they're just pushing right up here. Where is an RPG gonna when you need him?
He just tried to fire, but he was short. I just watched one of the guys on top of the BTR switch seats as soon as a GL came in.
Oh my god.
Oh, and there's the DshK now turning people into Swiss cheese. If these guys just run in and shoot the cache to shit, which they're already doing... There's 2 PKMs mag dumping the cache.
We actually had a fire incident.
This is a sacrifice play. And there goes the cache.
Yeah, Private 2 Lee absolutely just fucking gunned down Zope, and now he's getting gunned down trying to wake him back up. And Zope does wake up, actually. Lucky bastard. Yeah,
alright, GREENFOR needs to remount and redeploy to the other cache after they gun everyone down here, but...
So, one of the BTRs is actually cooking off.
Yeah.
I assume it's GLs. So this, yeah, like you said, is a bit of a suicide play, but with the amount of forces on the south side of the southern cache, this is still very much doable for Red 4 now, even without those 2 BTRs. The 2 technicals are now coming in from the north, and be coming in on the south side since that the cache of the mine has been taken out.
If they didn't blow up the barracks building, those I don't think OPFOR would have checked that small building. They would have gone for the barracks instead. So
it was more of a, at least from what I saw, their physical reaction was, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, we're under fire, get into cover. So they ran in there and went, oh shit, the cache is here. But yeah, if the barracks building was still up, they absolutely would have went to search that as well. And that would have been their main thing. But because it wasn't, they just went into the guard building and then, you know, all was well. Oh no, BTR no, BTR no, BTR no! Roof BTR!
cooking off BTR!
Cooking off, actually...
Did it, let me guess, it armored itself with the other BTR.
It didn't, because it's first person only, it didn't see that the BTR behind it was blown up, so it just backed up into it, and then actually did a nice kickflip onto the roof before falling down and fucking up its engine. Yeah, Severe and Jane Saunders are both alive in it, though.
Now it is up to the other half of OPFOR's force to get towards that cache and demo it before GREENFOR can reposition those forces, take internal garrisons of the final cache site, and basically hold the position. AT, beautiful shot on the building that GREENFOR is in, but it's not going to really deter them. And then the 2 Bravo guys up on the hilltop started engaging when in reality I think they should have tried to sneak in here. Second AT shot going in on that building that made them maneuver a little bit. I'm just at a loss for words here.
I am too. And this is both misplays on both sides, but in the best way possible. Like, with GREENFOR moving that MAT team way out north,
it's gonna be short.
They were nowhere near the helicopters when they went to land. They weren't even like spotted when they landed and dropped off their infantry. Now
24 coming over, doing a gun run.
Where's that mat team? Need to pull out that stinger. No, they're mounted up. They've been mounted up again. And he might be able to get a missile out. Oh, get the fuck out. Get out of the way of the stinger.
Do I even want to know?
Just standing like they're fucking vanilla Arma AI. Just standing in the way of the stinger, so now he's not going to be able to get a lock, and it's going to get away scot-free again. Nah, I'm with you. I'm at a loss for words.
So OPFOR, I don't see them getting into this third cache site before GREENFOR remounts and comes into here, because all of the forces that are coming in have decided to push against the infantry. That central group in the tree line should have just tried to smoke in advance instead they started engaging. But then again, with that GREENFOR Delta force right there, they wouldn't have been able to get in without being shot. So I think at this point, GREENFOR is going to be able to hold OPFOR coming in, and then the rest of the force is going to remount in whatever Vics are still up from the mine and take the additional 5 minutes to get into this AO. I'm going to quickly go over here just to check. They do have 2 to 3 gases right here. They have 3 gases that are still functional, and they can mount up.
Yeah, Severe's actually dumping rounds into them with the 14.5 and the PKT. He's popping tires on all of them so they can't maneuver. He's the last one standing over here, and that BTR
smart,
smoking.
Very smart. He needs to shoot the engines out of them too. But that's a very smart play by Severe in that. Yeah.
Yeah, Severe. He's taking 1 wheel off of each of the gases.
To be expected.
And they each should have a spare. But yeah, if he can take 2 off of each, or take out the engines like you said, that'd be big. You have Robinson trying to mag up the top of the turret with his AKM, but that's not going to do anything. Yeah, he gets the distance and try and pop it with GLs or something.
Honestly, good on Severe for giving OPFOR the best chance here to maneuver, but I don't see OPFOR going in. Honestly, what Alpha needs to do for OPFOR right now, which is on the southernmost side, they need to reposition, come up this valley on the southwestern side, and then push into the AO from there, because they need to maneuver, because they're just getting stuck here and getting shot from range, and that's not going to be helpful.
Absolutely, yeah. That southwestern flank on that southern objective is going to be the key for getting on top of the Foxtrot 1 group and getting shots down on them. Taking more than a few licks. And here comes that MI8 or MI24 again, strafing the line now.
So the reason it's over here now is because it is trying to harass GREENFOR so they don't leave this position. That's a very smart call there. And we also have the X-ray group for OPFOR trying to get up on a high point, again, to continue harassment of Independent so they cannot maneuver. Trying, again, to buy all the... Stinger got it?
Stinger got it.
All right.
I barely even heard it. But yeah, that's that hind down. So that's all the support assets for Red Fort taken out of commission. And yeah, this now is looking more...
No. OPFOR is doing that maneuvering, but the one group that could counter them, the X-ray group with the marksman, is going to start picking them off in the open. And unless OPFOR gets some lucky headshots here, it's not going to go too well. Mega here doing a tactical spin to avoid bullets as machine gunners fire back, but no cover in the open. Actually, hell, oh wait, no, that's a rock, never mind. I thought one of the GREENFOR guys got picked off, but...
This isn't Iraq, this is Takistan.
Thanks, Patrick.
No problem, SpongeBob.
I mean, we still have plenty of time for this round, but at this point, GREENFOR still getting harassed by the BTR. He's killed a 5th guy, literally on top of the eye.
Yeah, no, they haven't been able to mobilize it.
Is that because there's no AT here?
I'm assuming so.
Amazing.
With any kind of AT.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, none of the guys coming down from the mountain have one. Like I said, their best bet is to get someone with a GP25. No one around here has an RPG-26. It's literally just GP25s.
With GREENFOR distracted there, OPFOR still has a chance here. They could rally and break through on one of the spots because Delta only has 3 guys on that defensive line. And we're seeing Charlie 2 now coming up the MSR. They're going to actually go into the AO and form a defensive line there. as Alpha continues to push around to try to get up at MSR. So
I think they're actually able to take the gun down because it's looking like it's in that down forced elevation position, but I'm not sure. And now it's popping countermeasures, so I think that's the case. Yeah, he hops out and he's making a break for it. As Platoon 1 HQ in the bottom of the hill, there's a second guy in the BTR. Jane Saunders actually got back up.
he's dead.
And-
No, he's not.
Yeah, well, might as well be. He's drawing all that fire.
Are you fucking kidding? What a Chad. What an absolute fucking Chad. I cannot believe he got the headshot. Whoa. Oh my god. So Jane has mastered the high ground. And he's dead. Never mind. Alright, GG. It's because someone else got on the high ground with him and put him in his place.
Lord oh fucking mighty. But well done by Jane, and even better done by Severe.
Oh.
Now to say that Severe's taking fire.
Severe is in the open and dead. Alright, well, now
He was in the open, but he was in a...
he was exposed on his angle, and that's why he was picked off.
Exposed, yeah.
Now, GREENFOR Smart, they will... Actually, we have a... all the trucks only have one wheel taken off, so they just need to remount here, but there's only a few guys here. That huge number of people has been whittled the fuck down. Ah, yay.
And even though Severe only got 4 people, he's effectively crippled the rest of the GREENFOR guys over here. Because he shot all the wheels off, I think they were able to repair one and book it. It actually looks like they were able to repair 2. Well, I'm not sure at this point, but he's done a great job and provided a great effort for Red 4's attack.
So, GREENFOR X-Ray pulled back, mounted up in the off-road, and drove back. Alpha for OPFOR spotted the Vic, and now they're trying to maneuver away from it before that marksman can get out and start firing at them again. Meanwhile, Platoon 1 HQ for OPFOR is trying to move to X-Ray's previous position.
Man for GREENFOR is running away from the mountaintop because the 50 cal technical got overrun by Red 4 and is now in Bravo 1 for Red 4's hands.
Dude, the marksman pulled back because where Platoon 1 HQ is for OPFOR, there's 3 dead GREENFOR bodies. So the guys that got ambushed and exposed managed to still pick off 3/4 of X-Ray. God damn. What is this?
Content.
Alright, it's still going to come down to the CQC in the last objective. There is 24 minutes left in the AO here. OPFOR has 3 different flanks coming in. GREENFOR has repaired those trucks and is remounting additional guys, so it will be able to bring in extra QRF in about, I want to say 4, maybe 5 minutes. 2 for them to regroup, and then 3 for them to come uphill to this area, but I don't think OPFOR is going to be able to get to this cache site in 5 minutes with the defensive force. Alpha is going to be the first to get on this ridge and get in close because I don't think anyone on GREENFOR is watching the rear here. They're all too busy focusing on Charlie and Bravo elements pushing in. So really nice 3-way attack here. And Alpha, I mean, they already proved their fucking selves, taking out the marksman team at range. Except for the actual marksman himself, who was forced to pull back. But god damn, who's in Alpha? Mito, veteran player. I've seen him. Pronix, also veteran player. Jello, not really know about, but Misu, also veteran player. So no surprise there.
Oh yeah. Misu with on 3 kills as well.
Probably the 3 kills on X-Ray. Not surprised. Again, one of the, I would say, in the top 10 for best players in FNF.
Sergeant Brennan, I can make a Ram Ranch reference there, but I'm not going to.
Amazing.
But he's exposed himself off his right flank. If he gets spotted by this Alpha team, nope, he gets suppressed and he falls back. Because of the efforts of the Charlie 2.
Alpha's going to sneak into that building and kill them all. Because no one's pulling that rear security. Mito on point. Hopefully with a full mag.
Yeah, hopefully, but he's going to push into an open door and an easy kill.
Fucking caught him in the reload, and both of them are using AK, so I'm not sure if, tell me if the second story's reacting, because I'm in Mito's first person right now.
I am as well, actually, but they are not. That's a machine.
Dead.
Down.
There's the reload. And he's heading back downstairs.
Oh. Guy, he's heading downstairs, put his binocs out, sees his buddy is dead. I think he's gonna try and pick up the PKP.
OPFOR just fired a random GL round at Charlie. It's gonna be short though. I think because they think there's enemies firing at them or something. Now they're trying to medic up, not realizing that they got flanked.
Yeah, I think they just think he got domed and they're gonna try and wake him back up. But when your legs are like that, you're not waking back up.
But OPFOR didn't fully clear the building because they were worried about getting suppressed. So
yeah, which I wonder what kind of local comms are being said right now, as Brennan, still with his Vector 21 out, is going to the bottom floor. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? Weren't you just saying that these guys were veterans and like really good at the video game?
shh. GREENFOR man's gonna turn around and go, wait a second.
Well, that's and Pronix has. He's now the last remaining member, and he's taken out.
This is why we fully clear the buildings that we find bad people in, or else they find their friends dead and they come and kick your ass.
I'm gonna drink the rest of my wine because of
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
There's still a chance with Charlie and Bravo, but at this point we have the garrison from the other force coming in. We got Hotel 2 coming in. There's a machine gunner, though, chilling. I give up. Bar, I'm going to be honest with you about something. He's still chugging his thing, I bet. I really don't know what to say. We've got Charlie 2 and Bravo still right here. They're going to push in. I assume that M2's out of ammo, otherwise OPFOR would be using it.
So yeah, I honestly think Command and F1's for GREENFOR, that move right there might have honestly saved them the round there.
Yep.
Because of how displaced everyone else is. I mean, with GREENFOR reinforcing stuff here on this northwestern ridge.
Yeah, I don't know if I will, Yash, in all honesty. This is killing me.
It's really, like, looking worse and worse as time goes on. Sorry, I'm good.
It's fucking drinking.
I say that, though, we do have a little fire team. Who are these guys? War Dog, Tom Cruise, the legend himself, and Liquid, pushing up on kind of down low. If you take a look at the map and see where the whole area is for them to search, we see that it's this area south of the the SSR, and west of the other SSR that I guess would qualify more as an MSR. But if you take a look at what they've actually been able to reinforce, it's very obvious where the cache building is, because they got a whole like setup. Oh my god, yeah, that's pretty obvious where it is. So I think they know where to go.
Yeah, so this marksman's come around. Night Owl, he was walking backwards so he could recover stamina as he was moving uphill. Alright, so we have Charlie 2 folding in on the cache site. I believe Delta is going to be overwatching from those windows. It's also watching the southern group where OPFOR was previously. If they were to look over to the western side and directly cover the cache, they'd be able to get 2 free kills, though, because that is Novix and King moving up. Novix, I know, is a really good player. Meanwhile, another group of OPFOR have mounted up in a house here, and they are doing their best to try to push through.
Ooh.
AT coming in on a building, close to the cache site.
Quick a guess.
Well, they're just firing at where infantry are because they have no idea where the cache is. They only have that area on the map. Meanwhile, GREENFOR does know where the cache is itself. And my voice is going. I swear to God. So OPFOR does have their, Independent has the marksman that's come back, but he is getting shot at by Night Owl here. Night Owl doing his best to land a hit as Mass is just bobbing and weaving, getting in the driver's seat. GL landing a few meters short there as Grenadier is going to pull away. And you have another guy, Sholand here on 4 kills, trying to possibly move up there to line up a shot. I don't know. Ooh, who is this? Is this Novix? Nope, it's King coming around. Also, Novix is actually joined with 2 more elements of Charlie 2. Flux also coming around. We could see OPFOR still clutch this. Again, I'm going to be really impressed if OPFOR wins because everything was stacked against them. It's just GREENFOR did not play their units right, in my opinion. But hey, that's what happens in FNF. Sometimes you don't get the roll you want. But I will say, OPFOR's AT hits tonight on buildings, especially on buildings with garrisons, have been absolutely perfect tonight. One AT guy's been 4 for 4 in his shots. Otherwise, you got King breaching, clearing that building.
All the way to the top as well.
And Night Owl still focusing on hunting that sniper down, and he is bypassing GREENFOR guys that are going to his position, trying to find him. That's funny.
King now has a battle buddy.
Yep, that is Novix, I believe. Nope, it's Flux that's joined him. And I think they just dropped a guy.
Yeah, I think they dropped him either through the door or through the... No, yeah, through the door.
Nice shot. Yeah, seeing that little silhouette.
Oh, yeah, it's cracked open.
That guy has an AT stick, and they found the cache, and they're going to start mag dumping it. GREENFOR runs down with a handgun. I guess the machine gunner's out of ammo.
Maybe. And Flux has that RPG 42.
He does, but he is stuck. So all he needs to do is get down there and RPG it. Hold up.
That was a misplay.
Lamau. Well, he thought there was only one guy over there, so it makes sense. Grenade being thrown in. All right, Flux, commit GG on the cache. Wow.
He takes him out with that frag from the other side of the room. Amazing. Well done. Oh. Yeah, Gonzo? You're just going to take him out like that? Like it's nothing? That's amazing. But yeah, OPFOR is going to take this. No one's left here to defend this. Was that King? Please don't know.
Pick up the RPG. What? Who's throwing grenades?
That absolutely was King.
I can't fucking...
Did he actually just clear that shit out?
Please, RPG it, RPG it, RPG it, RPG it. Please tell me you're not out of RPGs.
What a frag. What a frag.
Thank you. Yes.
There he is.
Yes. 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 Shoot it. I fucking hate everything. I saw the headshot too. I can't. Why? Why?
How did they take this back? How did they take this back?
Literally, the thing to blow it up was on... Barb, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna play NA3. I'm not gonna play NA3. I'm done. I was legit gonna play NA3. I asked Nemesis during EU if I could play with Scandi Recomp. They're still around for NA3. I'm just gonna wait for EU next
another
week.
day. Wait for another day. Because today is not the day for it.
I don't even want to shoutcast round 3. This watching both of these rounds has made me sad. And that's...
This is why I drink. The drinking makes... It replaces the sad with happy.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
They took it fucking back. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't realize, wait,
OPFOR fucking took the beat down. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck it. Fuck this. Fuck.
This really do be a bra moment, though. Oh, Pickles got back in it. It flipped back over. Pickles recovered it. Staff Sergeant Pickles.
What am I doing with my life?
I ask myself that every day.
I
And
can't.
the voices tell me it's okay. Now we do still have the what, about 17? No, 12 minutes. About 12 minutes left. So there is still time for the rest of these forces to
You're
mount.
telling me there's 12 more minutes of this. No.
Yeah, because they're just hanging out. They're hanging out
No,
on top of it.
please, no.
With DshK.
I don't want 12 more minutes of this.
I know lasting 12 minutes is a far cry for you, but I want you to, okay?
Ah. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna answer the age-old question. EU is better than NA. Change my mind. So far for 2021, EU is better than NA, and that is my official
I
ruling.
can't give you a fucking answer for that now, can I? Plus, I saw some bullshit. Hey, let's not forget that in EU we also saw vehicles ramming into each other as they were setting off from base. We had lots of friendly fire incidents.
You didn't see an AT guy run into a cache and start mag dumping it. You didn't see dudes run into a cache and mag dump instead of seeing the fucking RPG 26 picking it up and hitting the objective. The fucking AA guy wanted to go aggressive against helicopters, so he went down the road, forgetting helicopters can fly away from the road.
Gorski got plinked off the side of a mountain, by the way. He's on 3 kills, and he got plinked by some dirt farmer in the middle of bumfuck Takistan.
No, Gorski's up.
Did he wake back up? Good for him.
Yeah, he did. I know, I'm just messing with you. I'm just...
Hey,
This is giving me depression. I'm a depressed igloo now. Alright, now you got Mags with 4 kills suppressing.
Will just took place.
There's only...
10 minutes. X-rays now coming in. They're...
Point Man and who is this other guy? Guy Fieri sending someone to Flavortown here as this battle for the MSR is going. Grenades getting thrown. Come on, Guy Fieri. Send the rest of them to Flavortown. You missed. Fieri, you missed. Come on. Never mind. The dude decided to... can't.
What was that?
I can't.
A drive-in, a diner, or a dive? What would you say?
I believe GREENFOR took a dive right there. That's for fucking sure.
Understandable. And I mean, we still have 9 minutes now, and it's looking feasible. It's looking possible. I'm not gonna say much more than that, because holy shit, we both been cursing this entire fucking play session. But it's possible.
Got 29th Eagle. I'm gonna get so much flack when I post this in the NA channel in 2 days. They're gonna go, wow, Liru really cussed at everybody. I'm like, yeah. Compare this to EU. I'm fucking... I don't mean to sound like I don't mean to sound this much of a salty asshole, but I swear to God, what's happened today?
Hey, you know, it's New Year's Day. It's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new life. Let's get it.
Don't get me wrong. There's gonna be a lot of highlights of this, but I can't.
And if you want to see those highlights, you should go to Liru Shenanigans channel on YouTube and subscribe.
BTR came back!
Yeah, I told you, they unflipped it.
Yep. But there is an AT guy for GREENFOR right here. Does he still have a stick? No, he does not.
Did someone pick up the RPG-42 that was dropped on the doorstep?
Barry just tripped on a... No, Point Man just tripped on a bush.
No, they're...
Guess he was bleeding? No, because there... Okay, no, there is a little bit of blood around. Yeah, you can see a little blood trail. He didn't bandage himself when he knocked out. He got knocked out because of blood loss, and now Fieri's trying to bring him back up. But... I just...
I can't wait for BTR Kun to really just do some work on the GREENFOR Onesans.
Mags, BKP, firing in. Also, if the BTR just fires in a 14.5 millimeter, there's a high chance it can just cook off the cache from range. Now,
Well,
I don't know if there's a marker down, but
BTR.
hey, what? What? Is the gun disabled?
No, no. I
Did
mean,
maybe Severe burned all the ammo in it, and that's why they dismounted it earlier? That has to be the reason. That has to be the reason.
Pickles is coming back in it now. I think he was just establishing contact.
I think Pickles is just figuring out that it has no ammo. No? Yes? Maybe?
We'll see.
Shoot them, Pickles. Shoot them. Shoot them now. Yes! Yes, Pickles!
Now, the thing is, he has to shoot into the first floor. I'm seeing blood splatter, so he's getting some...
He's hitting people. He wants to... That's one of the biggest issues I think I've seen tonight. People have been going for kills when they need to be playing the objective. That's been the biggest issue tonight.
Sholin has an RPG-26. He's being surprised by the 14.5, but he has an RPG-26.
RPG's going in, that's great. Did I say RPGs? I meant grenades. H2 getting in gets a kill.
Oh, wow, yeah, and...
That's Flood, who's a pilot, by the way. Other doorway opens. And Pilot Man is still alive.
Oh, and they take down Mass. And Sholin gets the hit on the BTR.
Is he hurt?
But I don't think it was too effective.
Gunner's still up in there, and he's still firing.
Ooh, 14.5 nearly misses Sholin.
Please, Magda.
You saw that too. You saw that too, right? You saw that too.
I saw that. Why do you think I'm laughing?
He killed himself. He killed himself with that grenade. He killed himself with that grenade.
Alright. Someone shoot the fucking cache! You have it clear! Shoot the cache!
Please, end our suffering. End our fucking suffering, please, for the love of God.
Okay, wait, there's a charge on it. Yes! And that, I don't know who it was. There's no explosive demo guy there, but there. Awesome. Cool. Nice. Yay. Alright, I'm jumping downstairs. Can we just cancel round 3?
Right, I'm gonna say this now. That was the single best round of FNF I've ever played.